What is going on, YouTube? Thank you for your patience. I know I had some trouble with my computer. I could not post this morning, but I am posting tonight instead, so Monday's quota still met. With that being said, guys, let's get into the video. We've got a lot to talk about today and the winners for the giveaway. Let's go. Alright guys, so today what we're going to be doing is kind of touching base on everything that's happened throughout the game. We've gotten new banner, new units, a bunch of different things that are going on here, shaking up the meta. So let's get right into it. Don't forget the giveaway actually will be at the end. We will be announcing the winners, so stay tuned for that. And I've got something else to show you guys as well. But moving into these units, I want to talk about this Goku first. So this is the free. If he's the guaranteed unit, if you were to buy the special pack of crystals, he comes guaranteed with it. Moving into his ability, I mean, you guys can read his abilities. I'm kind of going to focus on very specific things because A, I don't want to make this video too long, and B, I don't think there's anything special about these units, completely honest. So we're going to focus on their gimmicks and talk about that, okay? Because a lot of people seem to be freaking out over the gimmicks, so I just kind of want to shed some light, on what's going on here. So he has a damage cut. I mean, his other unique ability is against Vegeta. Who cares, honestly? He's a yellow unit. The only Vegeta you're going to see in most cases is Majin Vegeta, which is a red unit, so forget about this. The damage cut. Now, did the Saiyan team need this? Honestly, out of a yellow unit, especially when you have Goku Black, which is arguably the best unit on the Saiyan team right now, no, we didn't need this unit at all. I don't know, I feel like this whole banner actually came out maybe 2 banners too late. If we would have had this earlier in the meta, I mean, look at his stats, right? He's got this 54,000. His defense isn't even that high for a defensive unit. It's just subpar. I can see why they made him the free unit. Nobody really cares about this damage cut. I did get the free version of him just because, I mean, the whole mono yellow thing obviously is going to be a trend with the events that they're going to come out with in PvE. So I do want to have these different types of gimmicks available to me if ever I need it in the future. So I have him. That's it. I'm not rolling on this banner otherwise, unless of course I get the other 2 units from the free sparkings that we're going to get from tickets. But no, I'm not impressed by this unit. I don't think anybody else is either. Moving right along. He does look very cool, though. Having a look at Bardock. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep Bardock for last, just because I have a lot to say about Bardock, and he is being way too overhyped right now. So let's talk about Chilled for a second, because he'll be very quick to look at. This right here is the main ability here. I actually think his main ability is the better part of Chilled, but this unique ability is what everyone is kind of banking on, and I think everyone agrees as well that this is useless, being completely honest. I mean, if you are running the Frieza Force, maybe you'll run into someone who did not pull the new units and is running the new Bardock with an old Super Saiyan team. And but that's so specific. I mean, the whole Frieza Force team in general is nothing but a big gimmick right now that's just gonna fade out. I mean, if you want anti-Saiyan, just run a Saiyan team with Goku Black. If you don't have Goku Black, then yeah, you have to do what you have to. But if we're talking about efficiency, Z tier, all that shenaniganry, Chilled is just not making it right now. What he does do, though, his main ability, 70% Vanishing Gauge recovery for 15 timer counts. Decent, but it's the rest here, the 35% damage inflicted for 30 timer counts, and this applies to your allied Lineage of Evil tags. So that new buffed Frieza, very, very good. 35% more damage. If you are against Saiyans, he is going to absolutely one-shot them. -5 to strike and blast arts cards for 30 timer counts. Remember, these buffs are for 30 timer counts, and you only need 15 timer counts to have lapsed. So this is actually excellent. This is great support. Great, absolutely great support. This right here, lackluster. What I would have rathered actually is looking at these unique abilities, right? If we had Super Saiyan 2 here, if we had his sustained damage cut on the new Bardock, I find it would have made way better use, made it way more relevant, made him a useful blue unit. Instead, what we got is the following. I know I kind of rushed through the first two here, but it's because they're just not interesting. Bardock is the one that's really getting all the hype. So strike attack 61,000 at 3 stars. Decent. It's following, I guess, the over 60,000 meta that we've got right now. Saiyan, Super Saiyan tags. He brings a blast card. I don't know how I feel about that. Revolt Pile still looks super cool. Reduces their arts draw speed. Yeah, sure. The bleed is nice. Nothing huge, right? It's just very normal. Restores own health. Useless card. Completely useless for 24 key. I'm never, ever going to use this card, even if I do pull this unit and decide to run a trash version of Saiyans just to satisfy his unique abilities that we'll see in a second. But it looks very cool. Revenge Assault. Key restored by 30. I like these ultimate abilities that restore your key so that you're not feeling like, oh, I'm going to use this and I'll be out of key and I'll be a sitting duck. No, you have 30 keys, so you can at least extend a little bit with your blast card, for example. I like this. This is probably the nicest thing, just because of the actual animation too. Now, no, you're gonna die. You pull your ultimate. That's great. Takes 25 timer counts, so that is okay. I guess it's normal. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. That's kind of cool. I don't know how noticeable that is, but it is kind of cool. The ability 20% to tag Super Saiyan. So this is what I want to talk about. Let's just pull up the unique abilities here. Now, you know, all of these require a tag Super Saiyan. So the reason why I am not hopping on the bandwagon, as I like to call, is because if you look at the actual Saiyan team, you don't have that many Super Saiyans anymore, right? You only have Blue Fist Ku, which is going to be replaced by this Bardock as a blue unit, or you have Super Gogeta, which is still very cool. But I mean, you're kind of forcing yourself into a very specific kind of pick order, and I mean, you can't really do that anymore with all of the units that are out in this current meta. It's just not optimal to force yourself into that blue-red kind of situation, right? I mean, I like having a full color wheel. I like having options. Remember what I always say, this game is about odds and putting those odds on your side. You should not be forced into anything, right? Just to satisfy some shenanigans kind of abilities. Otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to run green Itku instead of Bardock? No. You're going to run yellow Super Vegeta instead of Goku Black? No. You know, there's just too much that I can't get behind it, unfortunately. I mean, the abilities themselves are actually really good, though. I'm not gonna lie, very, very good. If he is with a tag Super Saiyan, he gets what is it? Tag Super Saiyan other than this character is a battle member. Yeah, so he gets 30% to damage inflicted. So I mean, basically, he does what everybody else does at this point, just to a lesser extent. This is only 30%. You know, Goku Black does 30% to hybrids and Saiyans, plus his main ability that gives him 50% more damage. Plus, when you kill somebody, he gets another 35. And you know, you can't compare damage buffs, but I mean, this is really cool. 40% to own key recovery is amazing. -5 to strike and blast arts card. I like this. I really like the reduced cost. This is looking very, very good. But again, you have to get that perfect matchup where you can allow yourself to bring these specific champs, right? Otherwise, you're downgrading your whole team just to satisfy one unit. And he does kind of re-upgrade them with the Golden Saiyan, right? So your allies get 20% to damage inflicted if you switch out from Bardock to them, 30% critical, and 70% to critical damage, which is fine, but I don't think this is worth losing the immediate buffs that you get from other units, right? So, for example, if we're looking at Super Vegeta, I mean, already he was good because, yes, if you keep him out long enough, he gets that buff, but you have to stay in control, right? And this is the same issue that the hybrid Saiyans had, is the same issue that, you know, just these win more units. I can't get behind that because you're trying to get the win on your side to begin with, right? You need abilities, you need oops buttons that will get you out of situations, right? So, I mean, Bardock, the green Bardock, is still one of the better units just because he gives you that, oh, this is my problem, this is what I'm going to lock in and delete, right? I don't like these kind of, oh, you have to do something type situations. So running Bardock with Gogeta, if you don't have any other units, you don't have the Fist Coup, you don't have the Majin Vegeta, you don't have Goku Black, you don't have anything decent, basically nothing new, then yeah, sure, run this with I guess Gogeta, maybe Goku, the Red Goku, I don't know. I mean, you're gonna be downgrading your team no matter what, so make the best of it. What I will do is kind of go through my version of Z tier, just because I see a lot of these lists coming out, and again, they're focusing on individual units, which I think is completely useless. Very, very stupid way of looking at the game, considering individual units being, I mean, Goten is still an amazing unit, he still hits like a truck, but his team is trash, therefore he is trash. That's how this game works. You can't say that hybrids are good even though they have individually, their units are amazing, right? So anyways, kind of making this video a little too long for what I actually wanted to do, but I just wanted to kind of go through this once and for all type thing to give my thoughts, because a lot of people have been asking me, how are you fitting in these new units? And honestly, I'm not. I just didn't roll on them. If I get either of them, Chilled and Bardock, from these two guaranteed Sparking Summons, sure, I will go ahead and maybe I'll put a team together, and it'll be kind of a, oh, I'm sick of playing the same team all the time, I'll try something else, because I mean, it is good, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that if you're looking at the absolute best possible way to play the game right now and you're running a Saiyan team, you're going to want to go with last banner, basically. You're going to want to have your Goku Black, you're going to want to have your Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you're going to want to have your Green Bardock, you're going to want to have your Fist Coup. I mean, you can still run Gogeta. Gogeta is still just as good. Majin Vegeta, honestly, I've been playing around with him, and he is not as bad as I used to think. Initially thought, at least. He's actually turned out to be somewhat okay if you use him very sparingly. That being said, I will generally switch him when I know that I have priority and I can get that damage off. Otherwise, usually I'll just blow him up very early as soon as I can, and kind of use that as a delete somebody button, have my Rising Rush for another delete button, and hopefully by then, I can just overpower the last guy. But yeah, it's gonna take more testing. I still prefer Super Gogeta than Majin Vegeta. The damage output is still there with Gogeta, and he doesn't bring the debuff, right? I mean, if you've hit a Goku Black with a red unit after he switched into Goku Black from Majin Vegeta, you basically one-shot him. He just doesn't exist. Same thing if you're on Goku Black and you're hitting Super Saiyan 3 Goku after you switch in from Majin Vegeta. Boom, one-shot, done, no more. So yeah, a lot of units that I find are being overhyped. But anyways, that being said, guys, I kind of want to move into something very specific here, because we have the banner on the channel. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have a user who said he didn't want a shout out, but this deserves recognition. At least appreciate the art here, because I didn't have a banner on my channel. I don't know this person. I didn't ask for anything. He literally, or they, you're not supposed to say he or she on the internet, but they did this just out of nowhere, posted in the comments, hey, where can I send you this banner, and here it is. So I just want everyone to appreciate someone doing something very nice over the internet for a complete stranger. I think that was really, really cool, and thank you very much. So now moving into our giveaway. So as you can see here, we have our video picks. So we had 5 and 9, and then the comment that was rolled was actually 46 and 45. I thought that was really funny that they were consecutive like that. This is on the Google wheel. I have to check what it was on the last giveaway, because I find these numbers are kind of close together. I don't know if it's just a Google random number generator. But that being said, guys, we end up having Saitama Sasuke and Hana Dima. I hope I'm not butchering that. It looks like what it is. You guys have won, so Saitama Sasuke, you have won first place, and we have Hana Dima that has won second place. Congratulations. With that being said, I did find that this is starting to get very long to do as the channel grows. So I'm probably going to do it this way again for the month of December, but I'm most likely going to be switching up how we do the giveaways, at least how we enter the giveaways or how we pick the winner. I'm not sure yet, because I noticed that, okay, in the first one, yeah, we had, what, 30, 40 comments per video, but the channel is growing. The channel is definitely growing. We're coming into the second month here, and I mean, we're up to almost, what, 350 subscribers, 340 subscribers. There's almost 100 comments on each video. You know, kind of counting out the comments like this, I was really hoping it wasn't going to be like the 99th comment or something. So we'll have to find a more efficient way of doing giveaways. For now, it's going to stay like this, just because I think this is the fairest way to do it. But I do think that I may have to invest into some kind of online tool for giveaways where people kind of go and sign up. But then again, some people, you know, it's too much to ask of people to go and sign up to this thing to be able to join the giveaway. So I don't know. I'll have to find something that is easy, simple, that doesn't require you guys to do anything but watch the damn video. You know, we'll see how we go, probably starting the new year. For the month of December, the giveaway will be starting next Wednesday. I'm gonna start it right away just because I really liked how this turned out. I'm going to be working out the amounts and stuff like that, because obviously the giveaway would end probably towards the end of December, most likely first week of January. So I'm going to be buying Christmas gifts and all that good stuff. So maybe not $100 again. Maybe I'll cut it in half or something like that. There still will be a giveaway, but maybe I'll do one winner for a bigger amount. I'll have to see. So stay tuned. Next video will be I guess a review of the teams right now and what falls into Z tier amongst those teams in an actually usable way, right? Like I said, I'll never ever do a tier list with individual units. That is completely useless information and will just make you pick units or pick teams based on completely inefficient information. So we're going to be having a look at things that you can actually use next video. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.